Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining me today for the Better Business Bureau is our friend Tiffany Schultz. She's back, and we're talking about fake websites, how to identify them. And I've shared the story. I was just sharing it with you, Tiffany, the pool that was too good to be true website, and all the warning flags were there, and it, my eyes were just lit up with the dollar signs of how much money I was going to save. And you're going to help us stop that. It happens at a snap of a finger.
We're all vulnerable. Online purchase scams are the #1 scam that's taking place throughout the United States. So we really need to be careful. We're all vulnerable. It's not just seniors who are vulnerable here. Anybody from 18 up can be caught in one of these scams, these online purchase scams, and you want to be careful when you're shopping online. Everything can be impostered. Even the BBB has been impostered. So when you're shopping online, first thing you want to look at is the domain name. Scammers are great at creating lookalike websites. And what they do is they'll switch a few letters around. Maybe they'll add an extra letter in there. And usually a fake website will start with an HTTP versus an HTTPS. That S is going to stand for secure, but don't let that fool you, because there are other red flags here that usually can tip you off that it's a fake website.
Yeah, that's and that it just starts there. And like I said, as you go through this, you're going to be like, well, I can spot it. You really got to be looking hard for these things as you're going through the website. So we have watching out for the subdomains. And if people aren't familiar with that, tell us a little bit about what to look for there.
Scammers try to trick you by using a subdomain. So for example, instead of movies.com, scammers might go ahead and create a subdomain that says netflix.com.movies.com. And you think, oh, it must, you don't think anything of it. It's just another subdomain. So you go ahead and click on it. They are very good at tricking you with those websites. So when you're going to a website, make sure that you have the official website before you click into it, because once you start clicking into it, you could easily get sucked in if you're not finding those other red flags.
And this next one, be careful with the links that are included in the emails or social media that, it's just saying great deal at whatever, brand. It's labeled all the brand. They've copied all of the same stuff, but you're going to be taken to that fake website.
We all get unsolicited emails, and usually an unsolicited email is going to include a link to a fake website that's phishing for your financial information or for your personal information. When you get an unsolicited email, it's best to go ahead and just delete that email. However, if you do go into it, you can hover over that link and you can see exactly where it goes. If it's a shortened link or you can't find where it goes, it's best just to delete it before you do get caught into something. If you do click on that, sometimes it'll even download malware or spyware to your device. So be very, very careful with those unsolicited emails. And it's best, if you don't know who it came from, just go ahead and delete it. If it looks like it's coming from a well-known company brand, such as Amazon or PayPal or Netflix, scammers are great at impersonating those companies. Amazon is the #1 impersonated brand in the United States right now. So be very, very careful. They are using those companies' names to gain your trust.
Let's talk in depth. So let's say you're on one of these scam websites. What are some other things we can look for as kind of some red flag visuals?
Look for the spelling and grammatical errors. Fake websites are notorious for having those grammatical errors and those spelling errors throughout. They will be missing punctuation. They'll be using the wrong form of words. For example, we would love to hear from you. It should be spelled HEAR, not HERE. They should include full contact information. So you're looking for a company name, an address. Google that address. Where does that go? Does it go to a place of business? Scammers love to just put empty addresses in there that go to a UPS store or an empty field. So look for that kind of stuff. It should also have a working phone number, a privacy policy. What are they doing with your personal information? Where's the return policy, the company policies? Read through all of that to be sure that the site that you're ordering from, if unfamiliar, is definitely a fake website or it's a legitimate website.
Finally, just the background of doing the research of whatever you're going through or whatever company you're going to use. Doing the research, it sounds too easy, but you got to do it.
If you're shopping an unfamiliar website, go ahead and do your research before you even start digging around. BBB.org is a great resource to start your research. You can also do an internet search on the company name. It's super simple. Just go to your website browser, type in the company name, and follow it by scams. Company name reviews, company name complaints. If there's anything negative about the company, you're usually going to find it in that internet search to help you make an informed decision about moving forward.
Absolutely. Tiffany, great information as always. If we want to learn more or report these things, where can we go to?
Find more at BBB.org. You can also report scams and illegitimate websites at BBB.org/scam tracker.
And you should report it. I mean, if we don't report these things, we don't do something that's just going to keep happening over and over. Not to say it's not going to keep happening over and over, but you want to stop people from making these bad decisions. So it's good to report them just as much as anything else that's wrong out there.
Your report is going to help warn others, and it's going to give us a chance to get that website taken down.
Yeah. Tiffany, thank you so much for the tips. We'll talk to you next month.
Thanks for having me.
You bet. And thank you. We'll take a quick break. More to come. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.